What is up, everybody? It is June something. I think it's the third week of June, maybe. Second week? I can't even. Yeah, I think it's the second week. I can't even keep up. It's been just like. Yeah, I guess they call this life happening. Anyhow, it's like June 15th or 16th. I think it's the 16th. And yeah, I thought I'd do this video. Just driving to my dad's house. It's been a grind. I know this is Accident Pros, a law firm, but hey, you're going to get to know me, you're going to get to know my partners, and, well, you'll get to know my other partner, Corey. I don't know about Steve. He's a bit more private than Corey and myself. However, hey, let's talk about things other than car accidents. Why not? Why don't we talk about some things that matter more in life, and that is taking a break. I always thought I was the chillest guy. People seem to think that about me, but, recently I've been very kind of, how shall we say, high-strung to a degree. I've just been handling a lot of things that are going on in my personal life. They're actually all good things, but I'm a thinker, and I can't really turn this brain off. And so, as an aside, people always ask, well, how do you stay in such good shape? How are you always so slim? I never wanted to insult people and tell them, well, it's because I'm thinking all the time. You can look up the statistic yourself, but I believe what burns up most energy in your body is thinking, believe it or not. Something like 80% of your energy. That's why if you're like thinking ad nauseum constantly, you're actually burning a lot of calories. So I stay slim by not being able to stop thinking. I'm not saying that's a good or bad thing. For me, sometimes it can be a bad thing because I just want to like chill out and not think about anything, and my mind's always grinding on something. So it's been an interesting 2023 up until June. Just everything from house hunting to, family, somebody needing surgery, and, law firm's going great. Just a lot of moving parts. They're all good things in a way. They're all great things, but they also just reinforce to me how everything I'd kind of thought at the beginning of my life was correct, which is, I just want to have a simple life. All these material things really don't matter. I've always understood that, but you kind of get caught up just wanting a little bit more, a little bit more of this, a little bit more of that. So I guess today's little talk's about, don't look at what's on somebody else's plate. Just look at what's on yours. And if you're happy somehow in whatever equation you have in your life, with your one boyfriend, your one cat, and your rented one bedroom, I'm not saying you shouldn't keep reaching for more in the sense of accomplish personal goals you have, but make sure those goals are your goals and not goals that might make your status higher, your social status higher, or make other people, think a different way about you, because your friends are your friends. And especially in California, or at least in Southern California, no one really cares, in my opinion, about what you got, what you don't got, because everybody's dealing with their own personal problems and this and that. So if you're content, and you're genuinely content and happy with maybe going 2 or 3 trips a year, and you wake up with a smile on your face and you don't have any stress, keep it that way. And if you have goals, pursue them, but make sure they're for the right reasons. Because it's very easy to get caught up in this rat race, and you don't realize how miserable you can become if you're you just get stuck in it, because it becomes a routine, and you think it's normal. Like you might think it's really normal to have to work your ass off to make some money, and it's even harder work to make even more money. I can't speak for everybody, but I definitely can speak for myself and definitely some of my friends. The most amounts of money I've made in my career, and even outside of my career, have been the least amount of work you can remotely process. In fact, I won't even get into the details of some of the transactions, but one of them involved nothing more than an introduction, and it yielded me a significant amount of money. And I'm not saying that because of the money part, more just that I want to segue into how things should come easy. You know, don't feel that you have to grind yourself into a pulp to achieve things. Things should flow. I'm not saying you don't have to work hard and whatnot, but you should be working hard at things that you enjoy doing it. So even though you're working hard or putting in long hours, you're enjoying it. You're not just doing it because you feel that you're supposed to put in hard labor, because that's the equation of success. Because I think that's all bullshit, and that's just my opinion. I don't think you should have to grind yourself into a pulp to get to where you want to go and to achieve what you think you want to achieve. Because when you get there, and I think a lot of people will agree with me, there is no getting there actually. There's just always just another destination to go to. And when you look back, you know, once you get to the top of that mountain, it's like, okay, oh, I see. Like, it's not like, oh my god. It's interesting, when I did a trek to Mount Everest Base Camp a few years ago, I guess several years ago now. When was that? 2019, May. Shit. 4 years ago. So I always remember, you know, that hike was grueling for me. It was just like, it was pretty grueling. I didn't climb to the top of Mount Everest. That's another level. But even just the 2-week hike through the Himalayas from Lukla to Everest Base Camp and back were incredible. But I'll tell you what, the day I got to base camp, that to me, believe it or not, that wasn't the denouement. That wasn't the big like sense of accomplishment, if you can believe that. It wasn't like, and yeah, I took a lot of pictures there, and I was like, yay, I did it. But that's internally, that's not what got me going. Oddly enough, what I found was most a relief and most of a celebration for me was when I crossed back into the town of Lukla where we started. You cross back through the city, or shouldn't say city, the town, little village gates. It's like this arch. And when we got back, that's when I thought, oh wow, it's over. I did it. And so you'll find that in life, it's not just like, you may think, oh, I want to make $1 million, which, by the way, making $1 million or whatever the financial goal, try not to let that be your goal. Let your goal be happiness, and let your goal be doing something you love to do every day. I found as a lawyer, I started practicing 2009, beginning of 2009. I found that never once did getting a big payday here and there did I ever even crack a smile. Not once did I feel accomplishment. Never once did I go treat myself, because I didn't care, because that was never my motivation. And through the years, what I found is what I really enjoy doing, honestly, this sounds funny coming from one of the partners here at Accident Pros, I wasn't practicing law, doing the legal research and all that, and I'm very good at that, obviously, but it was from being able to liaise with clients, being able to understand people's problems and relate to them and make them feel better emotionally, and for me, the creative side of things, which just this video is even part of that. I really enjoy the artistic side of the advertising, the marketing. I enjoy taking the calls for new clients and seeing how we can help them out. That, I found, to me, is what made me happy. Especially if it's the right client, where you hit a good stride with, and you have a good liaison with them. And if you don't, well, generally we don't sign them up, or that's fine too. I don't have to be everybody's best friend. So what I found in life is, all the successes of finances shouldn't be your successes. Those should just be, you can use them as maybe some benchmarks, but I use my benchmark now as, how happy am I today when I woke up? Or how happy was I when I woke up? How happy am I as I, drift off to sleep? Does my body feel rested? Does it feel beaten up? Does it feel whatever? So especially here in California where everything's money, 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 I really counsel you to try to, like, look for more than that when you're looking at your goals in life. Look at your equation of life. Is everything balanced where you feel happy and balanced? And look for what makes you happy, and don't think you have to grind. I found that if you feel like you're always swimming upstream, it's probably because you're doing the wrong thing. And you should. This sounds terrible, probably, but I'll say it anyway. Don't be afraid to quit. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, just give up, just give up." Or sorry, what am I saying? I'm tired. People say, "Oh, never give up, never give up." It depends. Sometimes you should give up because you're just pounding your head against the wall for something that's not even really your passion, and you're just doing it because you feel like you have to, or you got stuck in it. Screw that. Just, like, move on. Move on and do other things. Like, there's a lot to do in life. Let's say you studied to be a doctor, and you start, you decide you hate it after a couple of years. 3, give it 4 years even. You hate it. Get out of it. Don't feel like you're stuck in it just because you have to spend all this money on med school and whatever else. Think of other things. There are other things to do in life. You only have one life to live. So, that's it for now. I have to go look at some flooring for a new house. Deciding on whether to do vinyl plank or hardwood. But I'm selling the house, so I shouldn't say new house. It's a house I'm selling, actually. So, as you can tell, I'm exhausted. Don't be exhausted like me. Anyhow, that's it from Accident Pros headquarters. You guys take it easy. I'll talk to you guys on the next one.